Apple, however, they didn't learn much. Timmy Cook may have overestimated a little bit, just like everybody else did, how well sales were doing, because everybody at the first half of this year, or first quarter at least, has seen a pretty rough first quarter. And the iMac is no exception, or I should say, Apple Macs are no exception. They dropped more than 40% in the first 3 months of 2023 than last year. They sold 40% less, just straight up, which there's kind of a lot playing in here. Apple released, I believe M1 was during the pandemic. They had all of the M1 stuff, which was a massive platform change, massive, efficiency gains, massive, just big bump all the way around. It got faster, got better, got more powerful, especially in the mobile department. And then they released M2, and it wasn't as great. The pandemic was ending. Nobody was buying this stuff as much anymore. And now people are going back into work. They don't really need the stuff at home. Everybody's seeing a big change in orders and stuff like that. And, Apple's no exception. And we're going to see it here. Now, they also are seeing about, a 1.4% decrease in market share, which is a pretty, I mean, it's not a huge decrease, but in Apple's neck of the woods, if you're less than 10% of it, you're one of the biggest companies out there. That is a sign. This is partially due, I believe, to Apple's lack of, you know, let's not talk about the Mac Pro. If they could maintain a Mac Pro line that people could rely on, I think this would be way higher. But truth of the matter is, they don't do a great job at that. So that'll get you. So Apple also reportedly halted all of its M2 series chips for MacBooks at the start of this year. The company only started making more at half its previous rate in March. So Apple taking a big hit. Dell, HP, Asus, Lenovo all scaled back shipments by nearly 25% or more, but apparently Apple scaled back the hardest, which again, I think it might have been with the M1 release and COVID that Apple's projections, well, they probably tried to account for it. That's a that's a big release on a just a perfect storm to have a ton of orders, and you're gonna see it drop. Be great to see them recover a little bit because this isn't gonna be great for them in the long term. But this is you can't really fault these companies entirely, other than how did all of them overestimate by like 25 to 40%. I mean, that's some huge overestimating in some of the richest, most well-researched companies in the world. That doesn't seem right, but it's I guess what happened.